So we're gonna get into this one right here. Still Pokemon, right? Top 5. All right. We're gonna get this popping off.
Okay.
Well,
Yo,
I
So
M4, I'm gonna let you set it off.
yeah, set it off, M4.
how about cause I was the one I think that chose steel as a typing, so it's
Mm-hmm.
only right I go first. Now, woo! Uh,
Mm-hmm.
this one, my favorite steel type was easy.
I already know who, and it's on my list.
It's easy, bro. Metagross.
Mm-hmm.
Metagross, bro. Like one of my strongest Pokemon, and probably one of the best and easiest Pokemon to set up out of any Pokemon.
Yeah, the moves
Metagross was just
there. Like,
he just made for you to just dominate. Like it has so many resistances, and his ability and the moves you give it just goes so well, and its stats. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't really have a bad stat. Like I think if I'm not mistaken, Metagross's worst stat on him is his speed, and his speed is not really all that bad either.
What's the speed?
If I had to guess, the
it,
base stat would be like 70.
it's like the Ampharos range. Might be slightly
I
faster.
think it's probably a
Okay,
little.
okay.
Yeah, I think it's.
What's his total? His total is 600?
I don't remember, but I know his attack
Right,
and defense are
you were right.
crazy.
It is 70. It is 70.
All right.
These stats are amazing. I love Metagross.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna lie. If I could use a Metagross again in this game, I will probably go. Well, I'll probably go neutral and then still. Actually, nah, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, like
Nah, I would probably go Jolly.
Metagross is
To max out the speed.
Metagross is one of my strongest Pokemon, and I didn't really have to put that much effort into him. I use mine. I think mine is an adamant nature. I let it hold the life orb. I gave it Zen Headbutt, Meteor Mash, Earthquake, and Ice Punch.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Yeah.
he's made for putting niggas away. And not to mention that ability is mad. That clear body, you can never lower his stats.
Crazy.
He's a beast. He's a flat out beast. But let's move on to my number 2 Pokemon.
Okay.
Steel Pokemon. Empoleon. I love Empoleon, man. Like the water and steel type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Underrated. That's an underrated Pokemon.
very underrated, man. Give him the flash cannon with the drill pack and the water. You can do a lot of things with an Empoleon, man. And it takes away his weakness to grass. What else does it take away? I don't think it doesn't take away anything else. It does add, like, I think 2 weaknesses. It gives him a weakness to
fighting.
Ground.
My bad.
Yeah, so, but
is normal damage now.
But it's fine. I do like, you know what I mean, that he was like a new typing, like water and steel. We didn't have that before.
Yeah.
Now, my number 3 steel Pokemon. Now, look, man, this shouldn't come really as a surprise, but come on, man. You got to get the homie Lucario in there. Come on now.
So far, you got our list are exactly the same.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you,
bro.
That's it's on everybody's list. But keep going.
Like, why would you not have Lucario? Like Lucario, ever since I saw him in that movie, like using aura abilities, and not to mention, like, if I talk about Lucario, I have to talk about fucking Aura Sphere.
Beautiful move.
I feel like Aura Sphere is one of the greatest moves ever created, man.
Beautiful move.
90 power and never misses. Special fighting.
They lowered it to 80 power now, but
still good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that shit is crazy. Like, it looks dope. I like that what is he, fighting in steel?
And I like that his mega form retains the typing.
He's a very popular Pokemon. He's a character. You can use him in Smash Brothers.
Sure.
But he's a dope Pokemon, man. Now, moving on along, now this is where it gets tricky because outside of my top 3, I kind of had difficulty choosing some other Pokemon, but I did think about Scizor. Scizor, man. I know it got that double weakness to fire. That does suck. But outside of that, Scizor is actually a great Pokemon.
Y'all mess around, had the same list.
We might.
Yeah. So far, the 4 you named are on my list. Not in that order, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty clear cut. But Technician, Bullet Punch, things of that nature, you can go far with a Scizor, man.
Yeah, you definitely can.
High ass attack and defense, man, and has a lot of resistances, but just keep it away from fire. Keep it away from that fire, and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Now, my final Pokemon, I guess I looked at a couple Pokemon, and I couldn't really think of one, but I'm gonna go with Steelix. Mostly because I like.
So Steelix over Scizor?
No.
Well, you said Scizor already.
Yeah. Scizor is my number 4. Steelix is
you're right.
Now, like, I just liked Steelix because it looked dope and it's the evolved form of Onyx. I was like, oh, yeah. Onyx evolves into this crazy steel nigga. Like,
nah, Mega Steelix looks crazy.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, crazy, beautiful.
But now my thing with Steelix, the way, like, it looks like a dope ass Pokemon and the typing is good and all of that, but I felt like his stats to me were a little lacking outside of the defense. Like, his defense is off the chart, but his attack is not all that.
At all.
I was disappointed. Like, I feel like can his attack naturally reach 300? I think it's just short. Steelix. What's his base attack?
His base attack is 85. That's not bad.
But can that reach 300?
What's 85? Like 295?
What you mean? Oh, what's the actual number? The max number?
Yeah. I was. I don't know. I always felt like he was kind of lacking.
548.
Like he's mostly defense with a okay attack, and his other stats are terrible.
Yeah, no, I don't like how they did that.
Me neither.
Oh, they always do, like, all like rock and ground types have bad special attack and special D and are mostly slow. Attack and defense are usually off the charts.
When you think about it, Scizor is like that, but there's more balance to me. Like, it's less.
Scizor has more special D and can be respectable as far as speed.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It could. Yeah.
Speed and attack is like. I feel like if you're gonna have a Pokemon that doesn't have crazy attack, like especially when it's an evolution like that, you should make both defensive stats great, not just one. Because what's the purpose? People know these stats. It's not like people don't know the stats. People know the stats, so they know. Yeah, your defense is crazy, but your special defense is trash. So they could one shot you with a crazy Pokemon. There's mad
position.
Yeah, there's mad like you said it the last one. There's a lot of Pokemon that are glass cannons. They'll one shot you with that special attack or with their attack. So to just have one good defensive stat is usually not going to cut it.
Yeah, but I felt Steelix could have been better, but yeah, he'll land at my number 5 spot on my list. So I'm pretty much done.
All right, so I'm gonna run through it quick because I don't really deal with steel types as much, but I know what steel types I mess with. So we got Scizor on my list. That's number. This is, by the way, this is not gonna be no particular order, but Scizor definitely wouldn't be top 2 for me. So we got Scizor on my list. Yeah. I thought Zacian was fairy and steel, but apparently it's not. So can't put that on my list. And then we got Steelix. Once again, like Steelix is purely designed because we just talked about how not competitive he is. Right?
Looks dope.
This one would definitely probably be in my top 2 or top 3 if I did put it on order. It's Corviknight. Definitely a great replacement for Skarmory as far as what it can do and
Forgot
how it
about
can.
that.
Like, yeah, competitively, Corviknight I think is a pretty decent Pokemon in itself.
Oh yeah,
Aegislash
yeah.
is an interesting Pokemon because it goes, depending on which stance you're using, it goes from being extremely defensive to extremely offensive. I don't think that would be too effective in battle if you're playing somebody who knows the Pokemon, but it's just an interesting concept to me.
Mm.
It's like switching from complete attack because it in its offensive mode, I forgot what they call it exactly. Its attack is 150 and its special attack is 150. And then when you switch to defensive mode, it's the opposite. The defense is 150 and the special defense is 150. So that's just an interesting concept to me. I mess with Exadrill. That's a pretty cool Pokemon. And then I think my number 1 is Lucario, just because like Lucario kind of brought interest to that generation of Pokemon. I forgot which generation it was exactly, but I just remember
Fourth,
him bringing a lot of
fourth
interest.
generation.
Yeah, I feel like Lucario, like, because Lucario is one of the Pokemon that they introduced before they introduced the actual generation.
Hmm.
So like it brought interest to the generation because by that time, like Pokemon started, like people were not as interested, at least on a mainstream level. Because
I
remember,
used to think Lucario was a legendary.
yeah, from I would say from about Red and Blue, or in the cartoon you talking about before the cartoon was even called Johto. Now they call it Johto, but before it was just Pokemon. It wasn't
Hmm.
Johto League yet. From like Red and Blue and to that point up until like Crystal, that's was like the height of Pokemon in terms of it being part of pop culture. Because remember, after that, it kind of fell away from
Hmm.
being part of pop culture, and it was just like more niche or more gamer like. Like only
Yeah.
people that play the game really keep up with the names of the Pokemon and stuff. Before, like people that didn't have the game that would know the names of this Pokemon, that Pokemon. And Lucario kind of brought interest back into it a bit, in my opinion.
Hmm.
And he's still a pretty good competitive Pokemon at that too. So it's
They
like an
were.
all around thing, like the design, the hype behind him, the competitiveness, the interest, everything. So yeah,
He's
that's definitely,
exactly what you need him to be. He's an offensive Pokemon, high
yeah,
attack, special attack, and speed.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Can't go wrong with that.
And that's a fact, man.
Learns mad crazy move. Well, I think you got to teach him some good moves too, but because oh yeah, you got to teach him flash cannon if you want to go that road. It depends on, but it all depends on what you want your Lucario to be. You can have a pure physical attack, or you can go special attack. Either way is good.
Yeah,
Mix it up.
hmm yeah. And like I feel like that was the one consistent Pokemon on all 3 of our lists, right? There might have been 2. Did y'all say Scizor?
Hold on, Skeet ain't go yet.
Nah, I went.
Mm. Yeah, he went. He just went with the quickness.
Word.
I mean, I went through
Hmm
y'all.
Hold on. Man. What?
So
I
you
didn't.
on?
What was your list?
Oh, nah, my list is similar to y'all's. Like, hold on, let me hit y'all with the order. I had actually an order. I actually had Excadrill at number 5,
Mm.
Gen 5 ground and steel joint.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like him because he fast. He the first nigga I ever seen with drill run, which is a fire ass move.
Mm.
So I'm fucking with him. That's 5. Then I had Agron at number 4.
Mm.
Mm. I thought about him, but
Yeah,
That's
that's my
dope.
like the Gen 3 had some dope ass steel and fucking dragon type. I'm
That's the
fucking
Steel
a lot.
Rhyperior.
Yeah.
yeah,
Number 3, I had Lucario.
of course.
Number 2, I had Metagross. And I actually had Empoleon at number 1.
Mm.
Mm.
So we have very similar lists this time
Yeah.
around. Like I think we
Great
all
minds
had at
think alike.
least 3 that somebody else had.
So, are there any honorable mentions?
Um, for, for me, I guess Magnezone. Ski talked about that in our electric video Magnezone. So
More of an electric type than a steel type to me, but you know,
yeah,
you
it
do
definitely
got
is.
the
But when
secondary.
you get hit with that fire move, you're gonna feel that steel typing. So
Well,
Yeah.
also like a Alolan Dugtrio. I got
Oh
a
yeah,
Max.
yeah, that is steel.
Shit was shiny, but they actually give you one in the game.
okay.
Let me see if I
Fire.
had one. You know, oh, I thought about Heatran. People be
Mm.
forgetting about Heatran. Like, you know what I mean? Nice little
What about
fire and
Mobile?
steel
You love
type.
Mobile and Registeel?
Nah. To be honest with you, Reggie Steel is definitely my least favorite Reggie out of the bunch. Like
Really?
yeah, like when I look at Reggie Steele, it's like he's just too. Now you know his defenses are crazy, and he got the HP or whatever.
Probably.
But his offenses are just not good enough to really. You
Yeah.
gotta have like a strategy to use something.
Yeah.
Like a staller. Like you gotta have.
Yeah. He might be good for a 2-on-2.
Probably.
I've been in a battle where somebody used a Reggie Steele on me and they beat me. Like he's like they were using him to set up and do shit like Stealth Rock and
Yeah.
some other shit.
Yeah.
Whoops ass. Nah, but another steel nigga I fuck with heavy is S Cavalier.
Yo,
his stats are rich.
Cavaliers.
I'm actually
Yeah.
about trying to integrate him into my team right now with this Trick Room shit because he's slow as fuck. I actually hit niggas with Trick Room and he went first. I'm like, hold on, so he's slower than us? Like, I need this nigga on my team.
Yo, who do you have that uses Trick Room?
My Dusknoir.
Okay.
I pair him up with Bronze. I pair him up with Bronzong. And
the Dusknoir that was created in a lab.
Yeah.
You got a Dusknoir with Wonder Guard, with Wonder Guard, son. How?
I'm heaty.
There was somebody who hacked a I was reading online. There was somebody who hacked a Spirit Bomb or whatever that Pokemon is called. Gave it Wonder Guard and it had no weaknesses.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Spiritomb.
You couldn't do it. Yeah, you can't do
Spiritomb,
anything.
there we go.
It's crazy because they were talking about Sableye using skill swap and taking the Wonder Guard ability and just being unstoppable.
Yeah. By the way, EEE.
The party going on and on and on. On and on and on. Hey, bartender, gotta make this drink more strong. Trying to activate tonight. Nigga turn me to another guy. Woke up to ya, nice to meet ya. Style like a Leah, girl, you're more than a woman. Hey, but that bodysuit feature. You a real diva, no Beyonce feature. I'ma need ya. Get up off that ass, let me teach ya. Yeah, you ain't even gotta stunt. I ain't even gonna lie. Bitch, you walk up in the club, I've been giving you the eye. We can dance if you want, get distracted if you like.